asked a couple of students what they thought the fastest growing sport in America is. This is what they said.
Soccer?
Badminton?
I think the fastest growing sport might be tennis.
If you aren't aware of what pickleball is, it is a mix between tennis, badminton, and ping pong. It was invented during 1965 in Bainbridge Island, Washington, by three dads looking to have a good time. The first ever game was played on a badminton court with ping pong paddles and the rules of tennis. After some time, the creators changed the rules by simplifying the scoring, moving to a tennis court, and lowering the net. Today, there are around 10,320 places to play pickleball in the US. The first ever game was played on a badminton court with ping pong paddles and the rules of tennis. After some time, the creators changed the rules by simplifying the scoring, moving to a tennis court, and lowering the net. Today, there are around 10,320 places to play pickleball in the US. This wouldn't be the case unless the founders of the United States Amateur Pickleball Association, Sid Williams and Brian Olison, brought it to light in 1984. Keep in mind, this was 20 years after its creation. It is unclear how it got discovered, but it was a heavily guarded secret by the people of Bainbridge, Washington. After they released an official rulebook, the sport saw some success in the following years. However, the sport really started to gain popularity during the 2020 pandemic. This pandemic actually limited many team sports, so this encouraged a lot of people to start playing pickleball since it was a socially distant way to stay active.
I'm best known as Coach Tony. I'm the athletic director, women's athletic director at UME Prep. I'm also the head cross-country coach. I'm the head track coach. But I have been a coach and athlete pretty much all my life. So speaking to the game of pickleball really speaks to me and my life in the path that I've come down. But again, just sports is something I really enjoy, and I love working with kids and coaching.
What is your opinion on pickleball?
Hey, I'm a big fan, and I'll tell you why. Because I think it's a game that all ages can enjoy and be successful at. And young kids can play with their parents, they can do it with their grandparents. I'm just a real big fan of it.
Personally, how do you enjoy to play or prefer to play pickleball?
That's a great question. You know, I'm a very busy person, as you know. I work a lot here at UME, but it is a Sunday staple for me. On Sundays, early afternoon, I head to the pickleball court. And I have a group of friends that I play with where I go to. There's 4 courts together. And so there's usually 8 of us there, and we play doubles, but that doesn't always work. So there are times it's just me and another friend, and we'll do singles. And that always happens on Sundays. Almost every Sunday, I'm playing doubles or whatnot.
Personally, why do you think that pickleball is such a fast-growing sport?
Again, I think because it encompasses all ages and you can find some success in it. You can play it well into your senior years. I'm not as young as I used to be, and covering a big tennis court is a lot harder to do. In pickleball, even getting older, I've been able to find success out there, be active, etc. But I would just encourage people to give it a try, and you'd be surprised what a good workout it is, how fun it is, and it's pretty easy to learn. There's all levels that you can play at, beginners, advanced, and I'm gonna tell you, I've seen some people play some pretty darn mean pickleball. At other times, what I do is I just call up a friend and I said, hey, are you free? Do you wanna go play a little pickleball? I've got an hour or whatnot. There's courts very, very, very close to my house, so often people come to me. Again, I'm a busy person, so finding the time, I don't have to drive very far, but again, with the how fast pickleball has grown and how popular it is, there's pickleball courts all over, so it's kind of easy to find a place to play.
It is still encouraged to play pickleball even after the pandemic is over, but if that doesn't sound interesting, tennis is an alternative sport that is really similar. It shares many qualities of pickleball, but it has its own intriguing attributes. So one of the biggest differences between the two sports is the court size, with tennis being typically 78 feet long and 36 feet wide. Pickleball is only 44 feet long and 20 feet wide. Since pickleball's court is smaller, it's easier for beginners to cover the whole court rather than tennis. Another significant difference is the equipment. Tennis players use a larger racket with a ball that's heavier. It's surfaced with a uniform felt-covered compound. On the other hand, pickleball paddles are smaller and ping-pong-like, And unlike a tennis ball, pickleballs are lightweight and plastic with drilled holes. Regardless of these differences, pickleball has managed to sweep the nation by storm, and if it stays on track, will possibly be an Olympic sport. Not bad for a couple of dads trying to have a good time.